welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into the world of Roronoa Zoro,
Ooh,
the iconic swordsman of the Straw Hats from One Piece.
nice.
We've got wikis, articles, even some manga panels ready
Oh,
to figure out what makes this guy tick.
awesome.
So if you're ready to unlock the secrets of this legendary swordsman,
Buckle up.
let's go.
I'm so excited to break down Zoro, especially if you're new to One Piece.
Yeah.
He's got this incredible depth that goes way beyond just being a badass swordsman.
Okay, so let's start with the basics.
Sure.
Who is Roronoa Zoro? He's the swordsman of the Straw Hats, right?
Yeah, he's like the combatant of the crew.
Yeah.
He's got the nickname Pirate Hunter Zoro,
Oh, cool.
which, I mean, that kind of tells you about his reputation.
Right.
But what really defines Zoro is his dream to become the world's greatest swordsman.
That's a pretty big dream.
Huge.
Where does that ambition even come from?
So it actually comes from a childhood promise he made after the death of his friend Kuna. We'll get into that a little bit later, but it basically set him on this path,
Okay.
to join Luffy and become the legend he is today.
It's crazy to think that he almost ended up on a totally different path, though.
I know, right?
Sources say that, he was originally supposed to be part of Buggy the Clown's crew,
Can you imagine?
Zoro, with Buggy.
Zoro as Buggy's first mate.
That's wild.
What a twist.
It's cool how Oda, the creator of One Piece,
Yeah.
plays with these what-if scenarios.
Coach.
Like in his early notes,
I know.
shows you how much thought goes into every character.
Yeah,
So, okay, we know he's a swordsman with a serious dream,
for sure.
but he's not just swinging any old sword.
No.
What was going on there?
He fights with 3 swords at the same time.
Whoa.
It's a style called Santoryu, or 3-sword style.
Uh-huh.
This makes him incredibly powerful and visually striking,
Yeah.
and really sets him apart from other swordsmen.
3 swords. That's got to be harder than just using one.
Oh, yeah.
Which swords does he actually use?
He wields the Wado Ichimonji, a sword he got from his friend Kuna,
Okay.
the Sandai Kitetsu, a blade rumored to be cursed,
Whoa, a cursed sword.
and the Shusui, a sword with a rich history and immense power.
Swords seem to have such a big role in One Piece.
Definitely.
What's their significance in Japanese culture, especially with a story like this?
So swords in Japanese culture are way more than just weapons.
Right.
They represent strength, honor, and even spiritual power. Samurai, for instance, saw their swords as extensions of their souls.
Wow.
So when you see Zoro wielding those 3 swords,
Yeah,
it adds a whole other layer of meaning.
I see.
It connects him to this ancient lineage of warriors and their code of honor.
So it's not just about looking cool.
It's definitely about looking cool,
Okay.
but there's so much more to it.
Right.
Oda is such a master at weaving in these deeper meanings into his work.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of cool, Zoro's design, it's
Mhm.
instantly recognizable.
Right.
Green hair, the haramaki sash, those 3 earrings, everything contributes to his look.
You can't forget that bandana.
Of course.
He ties around his head when things get real.
Yeah.
And there's that scar over his eye he gets after the time skip.
Oh.
What happened there?
That is one of One Piece's biggest mysteries.
Really?
For real, the source material doesn't say how he got it,
Yeah,
just adds to his mystique.
I guess so.
It's interesting, though. Oda actually based Zoro's design on a real pirate,
Oh, wow.
Francois Lelonnais,
Okay.
known for his ruthlessness.
That's surprising Zoro has such a strong sense of honor.
Right.
He's not exactly a bloodthirsty pirate.
That's what's so brilliant about Oda's character design.
Yeah.
These fascinating contrasts.
Right.
Zoro's appearance might say brutal, but his actions tell a different story.
Okay.
It suggests there's more to him than meets the eye.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's what makes Zoro so fascinating.
Please, yeah.
He's more than just a skilled swordsman.
Right.
He's a character full of these contradictions.
I see that.
He's stern and disciplined,
Uh-huh.
but then he can also be, surprisingly funny.
Yeah.
You know?
His terrible sense of direction is legendary.
It really is.
It's always good for a laugh when he gets lost,
Oh, yeah.
even on, a ship in the middle of the ocean. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
It's those moments of humor that add depth to his character.
Totally.
It shows that he's not just this stoic warrior,
Right.
but that he's got this human side
Yeah.
that makes him relatable.
For sure.
But even with those lighter moments, he has this samurai-like code of honor
Oh, absolutely.
he lives by.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, because
Yeah.
the sources also mention that Zoro's willing to kill
Uh-huh.
if necessary.
Right.
Doesn't that kind of clash with a strict sense of honor?
That's a great point.
you know?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
a-
one of those gray areas that makes Zoro so complex.
Right.
He does have a strong moral compass,
Oh, okay.
but he also understands the harsh realities of the world he lives in.
Makes sense.
He walks a fine line.
Yeah.
It's not always clear which side he'll lean towards.
I feel like he's constantly wrestling with these internal conflicts,
Totally.
like trying to balance his desire for strength with his sense of right and wrong.
Precisely.
You know.
And that internal struggle is part of what makes him so compelling.
No.
We see him grappling with these choices, and it kind of makes us question our own values.
Right.
Would we make the same decisions?
That's deep, man.
I know, right?
Okay, and let's not forget his dynamic with Sanji.
Oh my God.
Their rivalry is legendary.
Iconic.
Always bickering,
Uh-huh.
competing with each other.
Can't stand each other, but...
Those clashes are fan favorites.
Oh, for sure.
But beneath the surface, there's like a grudging respect there.
Totally.
Like they push each other to be stronger,
Yeah.
and they always have each other's backs.
Oh, when it counts.
Remember when they teamed up against the Pacific?
80.
Yeah. Even while arguing,
Yeah.
their teamwork was flawless.
It's like they're brothers
Yeah.
who just can't stand each other.
That would do anything for one another.
Exactly.
Speaking of loyalty,
Yeah.
you can't talk about Zoro without mentioning his devotion to Luffy
Oh, absolutely.
and that dream of finding One Piece.
It's unwavering.
There's that scene where Zoro offers to sacrifice his own life
I know, right?
to save Luffy from Kuma.
Oh, man.
Gives me chills
It's powerful.
every time.
That moment right there
Yeah,
solidified Zoro's commitment to his captain.
for sure.
He was willing to give up everything for Luffy, even his dream.
Wow,
And it's not just blind loyalty.
I see that.
Zoro understands the weight of leadership,
Right.
and he believes in Luffy
Okay.
as his captain.
He even stood by Luffy when Usopp left the crew,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Zoro understood that a crew needs a leader
Yeah.
to make the hard calls,
Someone's got to do it.
even if it means losing a friend. So Zoro's loyalty, it goes beyond personal feelings.
It's deeper than that.
It's about the bigger picture.
It's about the dream
Right.
that binds them together.
He's not afraid to make tough choices for the good of the crew.
Sure.
And all this strength and loyalty.
Yeah.
It's kind of even more incredible when you consider his past.
I know, right?
Like, he lost his
At
parents.
such a young age.
So young.
It's heartbreaking.
And basically had to, like, fend for himself.
He did.
Yeah.
His childhood was definitely marked by tragedy.
Yeah.
Explains his independence and his drive.
Okay.
And get this.
What?
Volume 105 of the manga
Okay.
dropped a bombshell about Zoro's family.
Seriously.
Dead serious.
Tell me everything.
Okay, so remember his friend Kuna?
Yeah.
It turns out they were actually distant cousins.
No way.
That's crazy.
I know.
But wait, there's more, right?
There's always more with One Piece.
Okay, good. It also revealed that Zoro is a descendant of the Shimatsuki family from Wano country,
Okay.
making him a relative of the legendary samurai Ryuma.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The same Ryuma whose zombie Zoro fought back in Thriller Bark.
The one and only.
My mind is blown.
Right.
It's like all these pieces of his past were connected.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know it.
Oh, crazy.
So crazy.
It adds a whole other layer to his character and his journey.
Okay, so speaking of journeys,
Yeah.
we got to talk about Zoro's Haki.
Oh, yeah.
That mysterious power
Right.
that only some people have in One Piece.
Right.
So Zoro has all three types of Hakoki.
He does.
Armament, observation, and Conqueror's Haki.
Which is the rarest.
So for those who need a refresher, can you like break down what Haki even is?
Sure, Hakuki is like the spiritual energy that everyone has, but only a few can awaken it and use it.
Okay.
Armament Haki is like invisible armor,
Right.
strengthens defense and attack.
Yeah.
Observation Haki
Yeah.
grants a sixth sense.
Okay.
You can sense presence, emotions, even intent.
Wow.
And then there's Conqueror's Haki,
The big one.
the power to dominate others.
So Zoro has all three.
All three.
That's incredible.
It is.
And he's not just a casual user.
Oh, no.
Like, he's mastered these
They
abilities.
push them to the limit.
We've seen him coat his swords in armament hockey
Oh, yeah.
for like super powerful attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And he can sense attacks before they happen
With observation.
and even overpower weaker opponents.
With Conqueror's hockey.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
He even unlocked a more advanced form of Conquerors.
I know, right?
So he can code his swords with that too.
It's insane.
Like he just keeps finding ways to get stronger.
That's Zoro.
It's part of what makes him so interesting to watch.
Totally.
Like he's constantly evolving, always pushing himself to that next level.
That's right.
It's like that saying,
Yeah,
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Zoro's faced so many challenges,
He has.
but he never backs down.
Yep.
He learns from his defeats and just keeps getting stronger.
It's true.
Like that fight against Mihawk early on
Yeah.
could have totally broken him.
It could have.
But instead, it made him more determined
Just train harder.
to train harder and become the best.
To become the world's greatest swordsman.
And his willingness to train under Mihawk,
Oh, yeah.
his former enemy, shows just how humble he is
Uh-huh.
and how much he wants to push beyond his limits.
It does.
Zoro understands that true strength
Yeah.
comes from, like, acknowledging your weaknesses
Totally.
and working to overcome them.
Exactly.
It's amazing to think how far he's come.
I know, right?
From a lone bounty hunter to one of the most powerful pirates.
On the Grand Line.
But it's not just his strength.
No.
There's something about Zoro
Yeah.
that connects with fans.
I agree.
Something more
It's deeper.
than just being a swordsman.
So Zoro embodies these values that resonate across cultures and generations.
Like what?
Hard work, dedication, unwavering loyalty.
In a world of pirates who are kind of morally ambiguous,
Right.
he stands out
He does.
with his code of honor,
Absolutely.
even when it's tough.
It's not always easy.
He chooses to fight with integrity, even if it means a tougher battle.
Yeah.
He's like a samurai at heart.
Totally.
Even though he's sailing with pirates,
That's a great point.
that samurai spirit,
Yeah.
it's deep in his character.
Yeah.
Strength, respect, loyalty.
Above all else.
And he doesn't just talk about it.
No.
He lives it.
He does.
Like when he offered to sacrifice himself for Luffy,
I know.
you don't see that every day.
Not from every pirate.
That scene is
Yeah.
like a perfect example.
Of what makes Zoro so compelling.
Yeah.
He's willing to put it all on the line.
Everything.
For his captain and his crew.
True strength isn't just about power.
It's about courage.
Yeah.
To make sacrifices.
For what you believe in.
Exactly.
And he's not afraid to challenge authority
Right.
when he thinks it's necessary.
Like with Usopp.
Yeah.
Challenging Luffy.
He defended Luffy's role as captain.
Yeah.
He wasn't blindly following orders.
Yeah.
He was thinking for himself.
He has his own sense of justice.
It's what makes him so complex and interesting.
Totally.
He's not perfect. He has flaws.
He makes mistakes.
Can be super stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
But those imperfections
Yeah.
make him feel real.
Real and relatable.
Like those moments when he gets lost
Oh, right.
on a straight path.
It's hilarious.
It's those little things that humanize him.
Makes him seem more human.
He's not some untouchable superhuman.
Right.
He's flawed.
But incredibly determined.
Always trying to be better.
I love that about him.
And his journey,
Yeah.
it resonates with people.
I think so.
He starts out rough,
He does.
but we see him grow.
Throughout the series.
He learns from his losses,
Uh-huh.
takes on new challenges,
Yeah.
never forgets his goal,
Zoro's journey
Yeah.
shows the power of perseverance.
and self-belief.
He never gives up.
Even when things seem impossible,
It's inspiring.
it really is. He reminds us
What's that?
that it's okay to stumble,
Yeah.
to fall,
Everyone does.
as long as we get back up.
And keep going.
He shows us that with dedication,
And hard work.
we can overcome anything.
Achieve our dreams.
So as we wrap up
Yeah.
our deep dive into Zoro,
Roronoa Zoro.
we're left with this question.
Okay.
Why does he matter?
Good question.
He matters because
Yeah.
he embodies these values
Okay.
that we all want.
Which ones?
Loyalty, strength, determination,
Right.
commitment to growth.
He shows us that even in this crazy world.
Of pirates and devil fruits,
Yeah.
there's room for honor,
And integrity.
unwavering friendship.
I like that.
Zoro's story,
Yeah.
it's powerful.
It shows the power of the human spirit
We all have the potential
to be heroes.
to face our challenges.
Come out stronger.
He's a character that stays with you
It does.
long after you finish the show.
That's the mark of a great character.
So if you're looking for someone
Yeah.
who embodies strength,
Loyalty.
never give up.
Zoro's your guy.
His journey is a wild ride.
Full of action, humor,
And heart.
It is.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive
Into the world of Roronoa Zoro.
He's a character that inspires
And captivates
people all over the world.
He does.
If you enjoyed the episode,
Yeah.
like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.
And we'll see you next time.